Welcome back to a Timey Wimey pod, where each week we dive into the Timey Wimey world of Doctor Who. I'm Rebecca.
I'm Haley.
And this week we are wrapping up Series 6 by sharing our episode ranking, our favorite moments. We're going to talk about it all. But first, Haley, what's happening? Where am I? Why are we in the same frame? I'm scared. What's going on?
I'm so scared. We are actually together.
Yay!
Recording, which is so exciting because we live in two different places. So we're always doing this virtually. So she's visiting for a couple of days, which is really fun. And I want to say our last episode we ever recorded together, was that Father's Day?
Okay, I was going to ask you this earlier. I know we recorded Father's Day in person, but that was before we were even doing video. I feel like we did one other episode in person.
So too. That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't remember.
I know, I have no idea. But we've definitely never done a wrap-up in person.
No.
And if you guys know us, if you know the podcast, you know the wrap-ups are our favorite episodes to record.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited, and it's going to be so interesting to do this together live.
So if you never listened to a wrap-up before, it's a little chaotic. We're going to be sharing our episode rankings, our favorite Amy outfits of the season, our favorite River outfits, our favorite mystery box moment. And then we'll be going through all of the characters, the Doctor, Amy, Rory, River, and sharing our favorite moments from each of those characters, and maybe some other bonus things in there as well. But before we get into all that, Haley, Series 6 is a series. What are your thoughts? How are you feeling after we just went through all of it?
That is such a great question. I think I talked about this. In fact, I actually know I talked a little bit about this aspect, and I want to say Curse of the Black Spot is that Series 6 had so much potential because there are so many episodes that are totally bangers, and the concept some of the concepts of these episodes that we've had are so fascinating, so different, so intriguing, and so good. But the weak episodes are just very big sore spots, and that really weighs down how I feel about Series 6 as a whole. I really do enjoy Series 6. There are so many incredible episodes, like I've said, but it is not the strongest season. There's a lot of flaws, a lot of criticisms. I know we've individually had with this series. So as much as I love Series 6, I will always love rewatching it. There are genuinely multiple episodes that I will skip or I will fast forward through, and it does bring the overall ranking of this season compared to the others down.
I agree. The first time I watched Series 6, it was one of my favorites. It was up there with like 4 and 1 for me. And then rewatching it as I got older, you realize it's not just the bangers, it's a mixed bag of a season for sure. There's a lot of episodes that I kind of just consider filler episodes, or episodes that aren't that interesting. It's so interesting because there's so many high highs and then really low lows. And I also just have so many problems with how Amy's arc in particular is handled this series. I think they could have done so much more with her character and the writing and her story, given her more agency, given her, anything, any kind of response to what was going on in her life. It kind of feels like the plot is happening to her and around her, but we don't really see like how it affects her as a character. So overall, there's a lot I love. It's always going to be a fun time to rewatch, but there's a lot of episodes that aren't my favorite.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, I'm so excited to get into this ranking.
Me too.
So we're not including the Christmas Carol and Impossible Astronaut Day of the Moon, and The Rebel Flesh and The Almost People are ranked as one story.
Yes.
So, what is in last place for you?
Last place for me, which if you've been listening is no surprise, and that is Night Terrors. This episode was just really weak, and they could have expanded it. It's a Mark Gatiss episode. I both love his episodes and don't like his episodes at the same time, and this is one that just falls flat. It's boring. Nothing really happens. The dolls are creepy, and Amy and Rory do literally nothing but walk through a dollhouse. So it's one I always skip.
I completely agree, which is why Night Terrors is also in last place for me. It's definitely one of the weakest, if not the... No, there's a weaker one. It's definitely one of the weakest Marketees episodes. Mm-hmm. I think it really suffers too, coming right off of Let's Kill Hitler, with so much happening, and then we're just here in Night Terrors with nothing happening, and we get no emotional impact on the characters. Nothing's really going on. It's a skip for me.
Same.
Okay, what is in 10th place for you?
Okay. This and ninth place have switched up depending on the day. But that would be Marble Flesh, Almost People.
Okay.
And honestly, there are moments that I can tolerate in this two-parter. Like, I do find the whole dynamic with, like, the Doppelganger 11 really interesting, and that whole back and forth between Amy and her opinion of the Doppelganger doctor. The ending scene, of course, of Almost People is insane, realizing that Amy is truly a ganger and has been all this time, and she's actually been abducted for months. Like, that goes crazy. That scene has so much impact on me and, like, the characters. But ultimately, this two-parter, I'm never watching it, ever, because I cannot stand Jennifer. I cannot stand the CGI monster at the end of this two-parter that's worse than the Lazarus creation. It's just one that I find almost all of the characters insufferable in this. I don't know why Rory is gallivanting off with this random woman.
Yeah, that's fair. Similarly, my 10 and 9 could move around depending on the day, but for me, in 10th place, it's Curse of the Black Spot. And look, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I could skip this. You know, I would have to be in the mood to watch this. And I love pirates, but it's just, for as far as pirate episodes go, it's pretty disappointing. The siren is kind of interesting, but I don't know. There's nothing that really makes me want to go watch this.
I feel the exact same way, which is why Curse of the Black Spot is in 9th place for me. It's just mediocre. It's there. It's nothing crazy. I'll put it on in a rewatch, but it's honestly more background noise, and I'm watching it just to watch it to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. It's just there, and it's bland. Yeah. Not the worst, but it's also not the best.
Yeah. In 9th place for me is Rebel Flesh and the Almost People.
Yeah.
This has always been one of my least favorite two-parters. I don't really care for the ensemble. I kind of like Miranda, but that's grasping at straws, trying to find something. It's just not a good time. It's not one I particularly enjoy. It's a little boring for me. I like the Flesh Doctor. I think that's an interesting aspect. So sometimes when I've gone to do Series 6 rewatches, I will actually skip the first part and just watch the second part.
Oh, yeah. I've done the same.
Yeah, it's not one I really feel the need to watch all the time. And I feel like it's going to be a while for me before I watch this again. It's just not enjoyable. The CGI, the flesh, it's kind of, I don't know. It's not for me. I like the message that it's trying to tell. I understand the concepts and, you know, the ideas it's trying to go after, but in the end, it's just not that good of an episode.
No, it's not.
What is in 8th place for you?
8th place for me is Closing Time. I really enjoy this episode. It's a fun, silly, goofy time. I mean, it is a little ridiculous that, like, no one thinks Craig is capable of taking care of his own child. Like, that's a little cray-cray. But I enjoy it. You know, it's one of those episodes that's, like, right before the finale, a classic kind of more lighthearted episode. I don't have too much negative things to say about it. There's some very 2010s aspects of this episode, but I like it. I enjoy it, and that's why it's here.
Yeah. I completely agree, which is why it's also in 8th place for me. I like the James Corden episodes. I don't like this one as much as I like The Lodger.
Yeah.
But this is still a fun time. I like catching up with Craig. I like seeing Stormy and, you know, seeing what that's like, the doctor and Craig dealing with a baby. There's some fun sweet moments in this. It's a good time. I never skip it. It's just a good laugh.
Completely agree.
Yeah. What is in 7th place for you?
Okay, here's where we're getting interesting.
Yeah.
Let's Kill Hitler.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. I thought you would have that higher.
Here's the thing. When I considered all of these episodes and I sat down to write down the ranking, I had to go with my heart. And 2, after thinking about it, as much as there are moments in Let's Kill Hitler that I really enjoyed, the river song, melody pond of it all in that episode. Okay, sorry guys if there was an abrupt cut. My computer almost fell. But I enjoy this episode, okay? It's obviously very weak. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it very much reads like a first draft. I wish they expanded more on the Tesselecta. It makes sense, but then it's also like, what? But I also love the river song moments, especially when she's trying to kill the doctor and, just like all of the back and forth between her and Eleven and, Mel's, and getting those flashbacks are really incredible. But I just couldn't justify putting it above all of the other episodes that I believe have much stronger writing.
That's interesting. In 7th place for me is The Wedding of River Song.
Really?
Yeah. For kind of the same reasons that Let's Kill Hitler is in 7th place for you. I do kind of love The Wedding of River Song. I do. But it is very weak. It's the weakest Moffat finale. It's the weakest finale we've had up to this point.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hot mess. There's a lot going on and also not a lot going on. It's interesting for the characters and what they're going through and the conversations that they have. But besides that, there's not a lot to it. It kind of feels like a fever dream if you haven't seen it in a while. But I do have a soft spot for it. It is kind of fun. It's a very Doctor Who episode.
It is a very Doctor Who episode, for sure.
What is in 6th place for you?
Okay, this is the one I'm really scared about, that I'm going to get canceled. The God Complex.
Okay.
Okay, you have a much better reaction than I was thinking you would for some reason. I was scared. I really love this episode. I think we talked about in our God Complex podcast episode, which listen to it if you haven't, that we both kind of felt like this is a really underrated episode that doesn't get a ton of hype. And there are so many interesting aspects of this episode. The concept of everyone having these doors of things, that they're afraid of. And we have that great moment at the end with Amy and Eleven, and the side characters in this episode are really strong. I think because it was underrated for me for so long, I don't have as deep of an emotional connection to it as I do with the other episodes above this. But I do want to say this episode has very strong writing. It's nothing about the writing. It's incredible writing.
I completely agree, which is why the God Complex is also in 6th place for me. I think it's one of the best written episodes of the series, but everything above, I just have like a really strong personal connection to, and I love it a lot. But I do think the God Complex is amazing. I think it's such a unique episode. I think it's such a big moment for the Pawns and the 11th Doctor. It's really a turning point in their arc that we see the ripples effect going into next series. It's such a good episode. I love the concept. I love the ensemble that we get in this episode. It's a great time. I love Toby Whithouse's writing on this show. But yeah, I had to put it here because everything else I love a little bit more.
Me too.
So that brings us to our top 5.
Yeah.
What is in 5th place?
Okay. I do need a preface. 5th place for me is The Wedding of River Song.
Okay, yeah.
And it's not because of the writing, because the writing is a hot mess. It's our hot mess, but it's a hot mess.
Yeah.
It's a fever dream. Like you said, I agree with you. It's a fever dream of an episode. But I just had a hard time putting this lower because there are just some really great moments that we get between River and Eleven. They're kind of in this place where they're essentially finally on equal footing. Like they're finally, for the most part, like
Yeah.
on the same wavelength, where one of them has been younger or older this whole time and has known more and known less. And obviously there's going to be more to come for their story, but I really feel like this is where they really like deepen their relationship with each other. And I think for that reason, and just how this episode makes me feel, as weak as the writing is in certain parts, it does make me feel excited every time I watch this episode of how is it going to resolve, even though I know how it's going to resolve. So I'm really thinking about that. I'm thinking about Amy and Rory and that whole bit, and kind of some resolution with Madame Kovarian, and finding out all of these puzzle pieces.
Yeah, it's a hard episode to rank because it's such a mixed bag. It's really the epitome of Series 6.
Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah. In fifth place for me is The Girl Who Waited.
Okay.
I love this episode. Everything from here on out I absolutely love, so it's hard to rank them all. Yeah, there's no reason why it's on the lower end of my top 5 because I absolutely love it. I just love everything else like a little bit more, or I have like a stronger emotional relationship with those episodes. But The Girl Who Waited is so good. Karen Gillan is just absolutely brilliant here. She really proves her acting chops in this episode. Everyone does a great job, honestly. I love the darker doctor moments that we get here. I love the conflict between Rory and Amy and Rory and the doctor, everyone. It's so interesting. It's some of the most fascinating character writing we get of the entire series. And I love that the episode is isolated to just the 3 of them. They're the only people in this episode. And I love that.
Yeah, and that's why The Girl Who Waited is in 4th place for me. I love this episode so much. It's romantic. It's tragic. It is sci-fi at its very core. It's very Doctor Who, but at the same time, it is something, at this point, it's something we had never really seen before in the show. And having an episode just focus on this trio and just how they all play off one another in this episode, especially older Amy, is just so incredible. I have such a deep love and appreciation for this episode, and I'm so glad that we got it, because I really feel like we get a lot of Rory in this episode and kind of where he's at mentally. Where I feel like in the following episode, The God Complex, we kind of finally get to the point where Amy's losing her faith in the doctor, and her and Rory are kind of getting to the same place of things are different now. They're processing things now and seeing things for what they are.
Yeah, I agree. It's such a good episode. One of their best, really. I think it just shows how great Amy and Rory's relationship is, how strong they are as a couple, how they will pull time apart for each other. It's a great time.
It is a great time.
But 4th place for me is Let's Kill Hitler. I just love this episode. I love it. Yeah, it's a first draft. Yeah, it's a little messy. Yeah, the test selector is whatever. But I just love seeing everything with River come full circle. I love the melody reveal. Say what you want about the way that's written, and I have problems with the actual writing of the storyline itself, but I love seeing it all get revealed. I love seeing, River Song's first moments, the regeneration. Yeah. I love the ending where she saves the doctor. She gives up her remaining regenerations. I love the aspect of the doctor dying, and, that moment he puts on the suit and she's like, you're dying and you took time to change. I love everything about it. I love what it means for the Doctor and River. I love that River is able to see someone that loves her and knows her, and how that affects her, how that changes her, how that allows her to overcome the years of psychological torment and training and everything to kill him. And she overcomes all that to save him. I think it's so beautiful. It's a great time. There's some fun references in here. The setting is insane, but it's kind of works really well in the episode. I love it. I can't hate on it. It's a good time. always going to have fun watching this one.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had put this above the God Complex, honestly.
I'm really surprised with where you put it in your ranking.
Me too. I'm like second guessing myself.
Sometimes we do look back on these rankings afterwards and we're like, why did we do that?
Yeah, we do.
So where we are in top 3?
Yeah.
Okay. What is in third place?
Okay. I do want to say all top 3 are interchangeable. So even though they're at different spots, they're all equal in my mind. And third place for me is A Good Man Goes to War.
Wow. I thought this was going to be your number 1. I'm shocked.
I thought so too until last night.
Okay, to tell.
The only reason I put this at number 3 is because this episode makes me really emotional and I cry every time once Melody becomes Goo. That's literally the only reason it's in third place.
Okay, and that's a bad thing?
Melody going into Goo? Yeah.
No, that of course that's a bad thing, but it's a bad thing that it makes you cry.
It makes you cry. I wrote this last night and I don't agree with last night's version of me. Can I change it?
No.
Yes.
You have to stick your ground.
No, in third place is The Doctor's Wife.
Wow. This has never happened before. A mid-reveal change up. Are you really changing?
Yes. Because the version of me last night is different than the version of me right now.
Okay. So, The Doctor's Wife.
Doctor's Wife. I don't know, guys. I'm making this really messy.
Well, why is The Doctor's Wife?
Okay. I love The Doctor's Wife so much. I love Idris. I love that we see... Guys, now I'm messed up. I've thrown myself off.
You gotta decide. Are you changing it? Are you keeping it? What are we doing?
I am going to officially switch up.
Okay. So, The Doctor's Wife is number 3.
Doctor's Wife is number 3, yes.
Okay.
I love The Doctor's Wife. I love that we get this... I was going to say human, but no. But like we get this version of the TARDIS in a body. Seeing Idris and her and Eleven's back and forth, getting some classic quotes that we still feed on as Whovians is incredible. The way this is written is so well done. And I love that Amy and Rory are kind of taking a backseat in this, where it's really just Eleven and Idris together through most of the episode. Yes, I know, like, Amy and Rory are in the TARDIS, like, figuring out what's real, what's not. And I do like that. I know it's not your favorite, but I do really enjoy that part of the episode. But the strength of the Doctor's Wife really is Eleven and Idris. And now that I'm thinking about it, as much as I love this episode, look forward to it, Good Man Goes to War is just 2 notches higher.
I agree, which is why The Doctor's Wife is in third place for me. I love this episode. I think it's so important to the show, to the lore of the show. I love everything with the Doctor, getting to meet the TARDIS and talk to the TARDIS and the conversations that they have that we've been wanting. We didn't even know we've been wanting them to have these conversations till we get to see it. It's so fascinating. I love everything with, House and Uncle and Auntie. I don't care for Amy and Rory running around the TARDIS corridors. That's a little boring to me, but I can still enjoy it. It's a good watch. I think it's just such a magical episode, and I love it.
All right, Rebecca. What's second place for you?
Second place is A Good Man Goes to War.
Yeah.
I love this episode. I think it's so fun. I think it's not technically a finale, but it also kind of is. It was like the finale to 6A, the first half of the season. It's a great time. I love getting everyone together. We get Vashra, Jenny, and Strax for the first time. I love, the Colonel run away, the Doctor making everyone turn around without a drop of blood, even though there was, but the reveal, iconic, changed lives. It's a devastating episode for Amy and Rory, which is why I love it. It's just so, so good. I always look forward to watching it. It's really peak. It's just such a good time.
I completely agree, which is why this is such a surprise to everyone I know. A Good Man Goes to War is in second place for me.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what me last night was thinking. I was off my rocker. Because A Good Man Goes to War is giving movie. It's giving cinema. And it's peak. Like, this is peak. To what you said, I agree. I love the Doctor gathering an army of his own. I love him showing up in this episode to rescue Amy. I love how Rory is a centurion in this episode, and he's part of the army, and he's protecting his wife and daughter, and it's so beautiful and so tragic and sad all at the same time. And just the moment when Amy is holding baby Melody and discovers baby Melody has been a ganger that whole time just destroys me and always gets me. It's so sad, and it's well done. The River song reveal at the end of this episode goes insane. Getting that, it's just such an incredible, well written episode.
I'm shocked we have the same number one. I thought
Me
I was going to be
too.
alone having to defend myself.
I knew this was going to be your number one. I was surprised I put this as my number one, but honestly, like when I was thinking about it, I knew that this was going to be number one.
It just is. And that is Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon.
Yes.
This has always, for me, been like my two-parter. This
Yeah.
is cinema to me. This is peak. Everything about this two-parter I am absolutely obsessed with. I think it's some of Eleven and River at their best. They're so fun and flirty. This is really where you see the Doctor falling in love with her. I think he already was before this, but you definitely, you know, they're openly flirting with each other. It's very fun. I love this. The storyline with the silence. I love, you know, being in 1960s and Canton and Nixon. It's very fun. It starts in a crazy way with the Doctor dying. It's such a shock. Now, does that setup get paid off in a satisfying way? No. But it's still a really good start. It's still really interesting. It's one of the best series openers that the show has ever had. I don't know if they've ever topped this, to be honest.
I kind of agree.
There's maybe one contender later on, but we'll talk when we get there. I love it. It's cinema. It just, I don't know. I knew this was going to be my number one because I've just always been so obsessed with this two-parter.
Yeah, I have grown to love this two-parter so much over the years. There is so much, like, in this two-parter. I could go on and on and on, and we did go on and on and on. And you can listen to those 2 episodes, again, if you haven't already. But we get River, we get the Doctor, we get their whole dynamic and back and forth. We get Canton, like you said, and there's the really hilarious dynamic where 11 is interfering with NASA, and Richard Nixon has to, like, help bail him out. And, you know, there's a lot of really comedic moments between all of them throughout both episodes. And then just seeing them work together to discover the silence, go to the creepy orphanage, and save Amy. Well, they thought they saved her. But just all together, it's such like a cinematic masterpiece. The way it was written, the way it was shot, directed, acted out, incredible. I really think that, like, opening a season like that is an insane thing to do.
Yeah. And
they pulled it off in the two-parter. Did they resolve it? Well, no. And I'm not saying they did. But this opener was so strong that even though there's not necessarily a satisfying ending, I don't care that this is number one.
I agree. I can't hold the conclusion to the series against this episode at all. They definitely wrote themselves into a corner here.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why they did that, because they're just such a good way to start the series. It's such an interesting opener. I just love, you know, how it also impacts all the characters. You know, those scenes with River, Amy, and Rory after the Doctor dies is so interesting and heartbreaking. It's a great time. Yeah. I love this two-parter so much. It's an easy rewatch anytime for me. Cinematic. And we did it. We ranked Series 6.
We did. That was a little chaotic of me. Sorry, guys.
Hey, it's a mixed bag for a reason.
Yeah. We're actively timey-wimey.
We are very timey-wimey. We're more similar than I thought we were going to be. Because I really was banking on you having Good Man Goes to War at number 1.
Yeah. Honestly, another day, I wouldn't be surprised if it was number 1 for me.
Yeah, I could see that. Okay, now we're getting into more of these categories. So our next category is where we share our 2 favorite side characters from the series. Yeah. Now, these are like one-off characters that were in one episode or a 2-parter, and then we probably never see them again.
Yeah.
So who are your 2 favorite side characters?
My first side character is none other than Canton Everett Delaware III. This man, I want him back because what do I even say? I don't even know what to say. He's just, the actor brought so much gravitas to the role that I would really want to see more of him. I thought his dynamic with Eleven was super, super interesting, especially with older Canton coming to Lake Silencio and like being a part of that whole thing. It kind of adds to the timey-wimey of it all. And I would just love to see him back because he's just very charismatic. I feel like he would really fit in the Hooniverse in other adventures. And I think it's sad that we don't get to see him again. But I also am okay with that at the same time because I feel like he has a good legacy. Even though he was here briefly in the show, he definitely left a mark. Mm-hmm.
It feels like he should be in the Wedding of Forever song, but I'm also glad he's not because I don't know if the episode is worthy of him.
Yeah, and I don't even know where he would fit into that episode.
Yeah, I agree, which is why he's also one of my favorite side characters. He had such an interesting aspect to the episode. I love that he's with our TARDIS team. He's in the TARDIS traveling with them. I love Rory explaining the TARDIS to him. He's also just such an interesting character. Mark Sheppard is an amazing actor. There's a reason why he was everywhere back in the day, why he was such a big part of Super Hulock back in the day. Yeah, he has a great performance here. I love it.
Same.
He's a real standout.
He is, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Who's your second side character?
That would be Idris from The Doctor's Wife.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to mention her, okay? The actress did such a phenomenal job in this episode. And again, just the dynamic between her and Eleven. Eleven being able to talk to his TARDIS, I mean, come on. Like, I think we, as fans of the show, didn't realize how much we wanted that until we got it. And the fact that we got it and we got such an amazing portrayal who left such a big mark. Incredible. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My second favorite side character is Rita from the God Complex. Move over, Sally Sparrow. We have a new character who should have been a companion. Rita adds such a heart to the God Complex. And for a series with not a lot of interesting side characters, she really shines through. She is in many ways the heart of that episode. I love her conversations and relationship with the Doctor, the way she talks about her faith. Her death is so sad. I love just her let me die with dignity, remember me as I was. She really stands out. There's a reason why the Doctor is like, Amy, you're fired. She's great. Pour one out for Rita.
Yeah, I did have, like, she was my bonus because she definitely was such a beautiful character in the God Complex.
I thought about doing the TARDIS as one of mine.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the segment or the category that is hard to name and hard to explain. This is the favorite mystery box moment. So if you've been with us, hopefully you get it. But if you haven't been with us, in Series 1, it was like our favorite Bad Wolf moment. In Series 2, it was our favorite Torchwood mention. Series 3, you get it.
Yeah.
And Series 6, it's different. There's not like Bad Wolf, Torchwood. There's a lot of different things, a lot of different mysteries. The Doctor's death, River, Amy. So there's a lot going on. So what is your favorite mystery box moment?
Okay, my favorite mystery box moment, and I really hope this is allowed and it isn't like a cop-out or something, but that would be before we know who it was, young River regenerating in New York.
That's a really good one.
Because when I watched that for the first time, the gag where it's like another time, like, who the heck is that? What's the deal with this? Like, what's going on? Just the amount of questions this one small scene brought on Just left such a mark. Such an incredible mystery box moment.
Mine is also from Day of the Moon, but it is when Amy is in the orphanage and she sees the pictures of baby River and herself. This moment is horrifying. It is haunting. And it's so interesting to watch on a rewatch when you've seen the full circle. You know where this is going. Her reaction is rightly horrified. And it is really sickening and twisted to see her looking at a photo of her future self with her future baby and knowing what happens with that baby.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's just so haunting. It's so interesting and dark. I love it.
That's it. Yeah, same.
Okay, now we're doing our 2 favorite Amy outfits. Can we talk about how hard it was to come up with 2 good Amy outfits for the series?
No, because it was honestly a little ridiculous. Like, most of the season, she's wearing that red plaid shirt. And arguments say it's because she was a ganger. It was supposed to give a hint. But also, like, her bottoms kept changing from, like, a skirt
it doesn't
into
make
shorts
sense.
into pants. So, like, that part doesn't make sense with it all.
And, like, when was it ever established that the gangers wore the same clothes? Never.
Exactly. So it was really difficult. I did choose 2.
Okay.
It was hard. It was
it's
hard to find a second one.
Yeah.
The first one I knew.
Yeah.
And the first one is her all black outfit in Day of the Moon when she's in the creepy orphanage. It's just such a serve. It looks so good on her.
I agree, which is why it's one of my favorites. Honestly, the best look of the series for her.
Yeah.
And what it really is for me, the hair.
The hair.
The half up, like kind of pinned back a little bit. It looks really good. That shot of her with the hair and the tally marks on her face. So good. And yeah, the black outfit while she's going through the orphanage. It's such a serve, such a good moment. It really, really was hard to find a second outfit because she's either wearing that plaid outfit or she has like the Disney Channel layer problem. Where it's like, why is she wearing all these layers? Like her Let's Kill Hitler outfit. It's not my second pick. And I really wanted it to be, but it's just so many weird layers. Like, what are we doing? Why is the Disney Channel costume designer here?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too. Is it just because it was 2011 or was there some overlap? Because it's giving Disney Channel for sure.
But what is your second outfit?
My second outfit is her outfit in A Good Man Goes to War, the all-white ensemble.
No, because the way I was so tempted to pick this, but I was like, I can't. It's wrong. It's just a hospital gown.
No, literally. That's why earlier when we were talking, I'm like, I hope I'm allowed.
No, because why is that one of her best looks?
No, exactly.
She looks really good there.
She looks really, really good.
She has that postpartum glow. Her hair looks really good. She looks really good in all white.
She does. It's good color on her.
Yeah. I probably would have picked that, but I was just like, I can't. I did pick, and I'm not happy about this, but I did pick her outfit in Night Terrors.
I thought you would.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options, and I do like the leather jacket and I like the scarf, and that's kind of all I like because I think the gray dress is kind of frumpy and doesn't look that good, and it does have the Disney Channel layer problem.
Yeah,
but I really like the scarf and I really like the jacket.
So, it is a good jacket and scarf. Yeah,
she has some better looks to come. I'm looking forward to talking about those.
Me too. I have relief at that thought.
Yeah. Someone who did have some good outfits is our girl River Song. Oh. She never has a bad outfit.
No, she was showing up every time we saw her this season.
So what are your 2 favorite River outfits?
Well, before I get into it, I do just want to give a shout out to this Tumblr user because this Tumblr user collected all of the River Song outfits and then put them all in order, so it was so easy to like look, and so it was the best. And it is Silver Marmoset's Tumblr page, so big shout out to you. Thank you so much. And my top 2 River outfits, the first one, which I didn't even fully appreciate until this Tumblr page, and that is her like jewel toned green gold dress in Day of the Moon when she's jumping off the tower. It's beautiful on her. She looks stunning in it. It is so, so gorgeous.
I agree. I was tempted to pick that one, but I went with some other stuff. I'm pulling up reference photos so I can properly praise these outfits. But the first outfit I chose is her double denim look in Impossible Astronaut. I don't know. There's something about it. With that moment when she comes into frame, she steps in front of the sun after shooting off the Stetson off the doctor's head. And she's in the jeans and the denim jacket with the white shirt underneath. She just looks so good. She looks so good by the lake. I'm obsessed with this look. I can't get enough of it.
I can't get enough of it either. And I almost chose that look. Like, it's so good on her. You can almost say it's so American on her.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a vibe.
It is. She dressed for the occasion. She knew.
She did. She did know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My second outfit of River Song is none other than the River Song outfit. The one she's in Day of the Moon. The one she's in A Good Man Goes to War. That is River Song's outfit. When I think of River Song, that is the outfit I think of her in. The dress she wears, is it gray? Maybe it's not.
It's kind of like a greenish a little bit.
Yeah, like a greenish gray.
Yeah.
I love kind of just like the layering of things, of like the belt and all of like the River Song essentials and tools. And she looks like she's an archaeologist and a time traveler. And it is just so her.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree with everything you said, which is why that is also one of my outfits. It is, you think River Song, you think that outfit.
Yeah.
It looks so good on her. It's not even like the best outfit in the world, but it looks so good on her. It's just her quintessential. If she was a cartoon character, she'd be wearing that. If she was a comic book character,
yes,
she'd be wearing that. It's her look. I love it so much. It's just so iconic for some reason.
I completely agree.
Yeah. Okay, now we are getting into our favorite character moments from the series. So, what is your favorite River Song moment from Series 6?
Okay, this was kind of hard to like narrow down and figure out.
Stop the presses. I have to give a shout before we move on. An outfit I have to give a shout out to is her blue getup.
Yes, thank you.
Day of the Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We get it for a blip.
Yes.
But that blip
she served. It's giving Jackie Kennedy. It's giving America. It's giving iconic.
Americana.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
Yeah. Okay. Back to your favorite River Song moment.
Okay. As I was saying, it was hard to narrow it down because there's a lot of River Song moments. I almost chose one, but then ultimately, this is so hard because I have two written down here.
Ooh, okay.
I had a hard time. But one of my favorite moments from her this season might surprise you, but it's her talking to the doctor in A Good Man Goes to War. When she... oh, no. Okay. When she is talking to 11, saying, this was all exactly you. All of this. You make them so afraid. When you began all those years ago, did you ever think it could become this? The man who can turn an army around at the mention of his name. Look at how far you've come. Like, that whole back and forth is actually insane and such like a testament to like where she's at with her relationship with the doctor, where she knows that like she's the only one he's going to listen to.
I completely agree, which is why I chose the exact same moment. I love everything about this moment. It's not even the reveal. It's her talking to the doctor. Her kind of like, yes, I'm here to give you the reveal y'all have been waiting for, but first, I have some things to say. And I'm obsessed with everything about it. The moment she comes in like a bolt of lightning out of the sky and she says, how goes the day, soldier? Incredible. So good. And him getting like, where were you today? And I just love her telling him off and is like, you got too big. Look what you've become. And he really listens to that. And towards the end, the series ends with him being like, time to go back into the shadows. So that moment had a big impact. And I think it's what he needed after such a big moment like Good Man Goes to War, where he's able to make an entire army turn away, an army that had been like waiting and preparing specifically for him for weeks, months. It just speaks to what a strong character she is, how good their dynamic is. She's obviously someone that loves him so much, but also she can tell him off when she needs to. She knows when he goes too far. And then, of course, like, it ends with, like, the best, greatest, iconic reveal of the century. And that's such a sweet moment between them, and then such an interesting moment with the Ponds.
Exactly. And like I said, it was really hard to narrow it down. So I did write down a second one because it was just so hard. So I do have to give an honorary mention to, honestly, her in the entirety of Let's Kill Hitler. Trying to poison the doctor, messing with and trolling the Nazis. That quote lives in my head rent free.
Yes.
Her robbing people of their clothes. Absolutely insane. And I absolutely love it.
There's something about a post-regeneration Time Lord, and getting to see River in all that chaos, so fun.
So fun. Yeah.
What is your favorite River and Doctor moment from Series 6?
All right, my favorite River and Doctor moment was also hard to narrow it down. And I fear we're going to have the same one again.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
But it's her giving him the last of her regeneration energy and Let's Kill Hitler.
That's a good one.
Like, it's such a beautiful moment because this is a fresh, like, baby River. She's just now realizing after all of this brainwashing that, hey, like, maybe the doctor actually isn't who the Silence and Kovarian have convinced her he is. And so her using the last of her regeneration energy to save him is just so beautiful to see and beautiful to watch. And her saying hello and him saying hello and like, hello, sweetie. It's just gorgeous, and the way it's shot, perfection.
That is a really good moment. I kind of cheat a little bit with this moment because mine is all of their flirting in Impossible Astronaut and Day of the Moon.
And you know what? That counts.
Thank you. It's part of why I love that two-parter so much. They are just on fine form. They are flirting to an insufferable amount, truly. But I love it so much. There's so many good scenes. Them on the TARDIS, when he like pops her nose while talking about, you know, the TARDIS doesn't like Sundays. There's when they're looking for the astronaut and he's like, Riversong, you got that face on again. And she's like, this is my normal face. So good. Her going into there's so much. It's really where you already saw their kind of relationship and kind of, you know, this is more than just a normal companion relationship. You could see that immediately in Silence in the Library. But this is really where we get to see the doctor has fallen for her. Yes, he doesn't know who she is. Yes, he has that level of maybe distrust, maybe fear, but he can't help himself from flirting and, you know, falling in love with her. It's really fun to watch. It's a different dynamic than what we see in Big Bang and Pandorica Opens. It's really heightened, and it sets a great tone for where their relationship goes throughout the series.
Completely agree.
What is your favorite Worry Williams moment?
Okay, I knew immediately what it was going to be. I didn't even have to think about it. And it is his moment in A Good Man Goes to War when he says to the Legion of Cybermen going about, do I need to repeat the question? And there's just explosions going off behind him. Incredible Arthur Darville in that moment. I love him so much. Yeah, there's not much that beats that scene.
No. I agree. I chose in A Good Man Goes to War when he brings Melody to Amy, and Amy's like, they took our baby, and the door opens, and he says, now Mrs. Williams, that is never, ever going to happen. And look, like, Melody was already gone at that point, unfortunately. But just a man coming in with your baby, rescuing your baby, all while wearing the Roman Guard. Something about it. Amy's face. Oh, it's so good in that moment. And Worry, the way he's like, I was going to be cool. I wasn't going to cry. And then he is crying. Everything about that moment is why I love Worry. It's so sweet. And just that is never, ever going to happen. Like, you really feel like everything's going to be okay in that moment.
Yeah. Beautiful moment.
What is your favorite Amy Pond moment?
Okay, this one was hard because honestly, I didn't really want to pick a Ganger Amy moment.
Oh, interesting. See, it was hard, but it wasn't that I wasn't trying to pick a Ganger Amy moment. There's just not that many great Amy Ganger moments. There's no Beast Below moment in this series for her.
There definitely isn't. But the moment I did choose is her face-off with Madame Kavarian in the wedding of River Song. It is so satisfying to see this payoff finally after all of this time, and Madame Kavarian deserves that so much. I will always die on that hill, and Amy just having that moment is just so satisfying to watch. It's sad and heartbreaking that she's in this position, but it's so satisfying, and I love when she's like, River Song didn't get it all from you, sweetie.
So good. I was tempted to pick that one, but I ended up going with The Girl Who Waited, when she's talking to her older self and convincing her older self to save her for Rory's sake. And they are talking about their love for Rory. They're talking about how she got left behind. There's that quote that I just love that's like talking about how someone's face becomes them when you fall for them, how Rory is the most beautiful person they know. It's just such a great moment of Amy talking to herself. Karen Gillan's acting chops shine through. She really gets to act off herself, which is really fun. And it's such a testament to who she is, how much she loves Rory. And it's so interesting to watch that, thinking about who she was in series 5 when she was a lot younger, a lot more uncertain about the relationship and uncertain about who she is. But here she is older, she's more confident. She's like, I'm Amy Pond, he's Rory, like, you guys will make it work, like, you will tear time apart for each other. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a beautiful moment.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, what is the best Doctor moment of series 6?
All right. I did have to choose the whole Colonel runaway bit. And the good man goes to war, because it's so good. 11 just telling Colonel Runaway that I want you to be famous for those exact words. I want people to call you Colonel Runaway. I want children laughing outside your door because they found the house of Colonel Runaway. And when people come to you and ask you if trying to get to me through the people I love is in any way a good idea, I want you to tell them your name. The fury of a Time Lord.
Yeah, I love that moment. Even for everything that happens later, it's just so good.
Yeah.
Is this cheating? I don't know. No, it's not. But I chose the moment he gets to meet/speak to the TARDIS for the first time.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's just so fun to watch. That moment where he turns around and he's like, my TARDIS. I love the way he says that line. When she's still in the cage and she's like, you know, you were young, I was a museum piece when you found me. And he's talking about how, you know, the first time he saw the TARDIS, he said it was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's so seeing the Doctor meet the TARDIS, talk to the TARDIS, so much fun. I love everything about it. I had to make it that. I wasn't tempted to make my moment the Let's Kill Hitler moment when he shows up in the suit and tie while mid-death.
Yeah. Another moment that I thought of is him towards the end of the God Complex when he's talking to Amy and tells her, I really am just a madman in a box, and it's time we saw each other as we really are.
I almost went with that.
Yeah.
Okay, finally our last category. This is our favorite trio moment. So a moment between the Doctor, Amy, and Rory, or little TARDIS team.
Yeah. We don't get much opportunity to talk about a TARDIS trio, so we're doing it while we can.
Yeah.
And mine, it's actually was one of your moments, but already.
Yeah.
But it's in A Good Man Goes to War. But it's when actually 11 is meeting little baby Melody. He's like pointing at her and laughing. and he's ragging on Amy and Rory for kissing, and it's just really funny, and Rory's crying, and Amy's like, come on, doctor, I want you to meet our daughter, Melody Williams, or Melody Pond, sorry.
Yeah.
And it's just such a great scene. It's so sweet how they're all interacting and still ragging on each other, but also they're all excited.
Mm-hmm. I agree, which is why that's also my favorite trio moment. Everything from when Rory is like, get in here now. So good. I love them talking about Melody's name. Amy being like, Melody Williams is a geography teacher. Melody Pond is a superhero.
Yes.
Him telling them that he can speak baby. It's all so fun. It's also the first moment that they are all properly together.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And so it's really sweet to have this moment, even though, of course, baby isn't real.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's really sweet.
It is. I love Amy saying that she knew they were coming for her boys.
Yeah.
So it's a great moment between the three of them.
And I love their through line. I point and laugh at archaeologists.
Me too. Very fun. Yeah. We did it. We tackled the beast that is Series 6.
Yeah. And you know what? I had a lot of fun covering this season. I feel like this was really fun.
Yeah, it was one of the most fun I've had with a season so far.
Yeah.
It's a great time. I love the Pond era so much.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Series 7 is going to be so interesting.
I'm like, I can't at the thought of that. But I did just want to mention here that we will be taking a little summer break, but do not fear because we will only be gone for 2 weeks. We will be returning July 29th with The Doctor, The Widow, and The Wardrobe. So some Christmas in July. Mm-hmm. And then after that, we will launch into all that is Series 7, which there's a lot to unpack in Series 7.
Yes, there's so much to get into. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can't wait to talk about Christmas special. And while we're on summer hiatus, make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We will be sharing snippets, talking a little bit more about rankings, and we filmed some fun TikToks while we were together today. So
we did.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And now follow us on A Timey Wimey Pod, if I didn't mention that. And now's the perfect time to send us your thoughts on Series 7. Yeah. Email us at timeywimePod@gmail.com. Anything you want to say, we'll read it on the pod. I mean, within reason.
Yeah. Gotta have that caveat.
Yeah, of course. And we will be back July 29th with The Doctor, The Widow, and The Wardrobe.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Ta-ra.